Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country, bar none. But before we get into all of that, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves at war. The Christmas war. At about this time of the Christmas season, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves inundated on all sides with Christmas cheer, Christmas songs, and holiday parties. Tonight, we tap into an alternative fuel source to get through these extremely turbulent days with Christmas spite. Namaste, everyone. How are we all doing tonight? It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. The program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. Namaste to all of you. How are we doing? Give me some feedback. I gotta know. I gotta start with you after all, because if not for you being here and you employing these tools and techniques that I will give you throughout our stream tonight, then this stream really isn't anything, ladies and gentlemen. This stream isn't anything. I'd just be up here. Lord knows I'd be doing it. Lord knows I'd be up here by myself, yammering like a hammer and just yelling into the abyss. But ladies and gentlemen, because you are here, this program, this community takes shape and shines light into a dark, dark world. Namaste to all of you. And here we are. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. I'm awesome. How are you? I'm doing great, sweetheart. Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Blessings and namaste to Flying Vita. How did your cookie stream go the other night, by the way? How did Vita's cookie stream go the other night, by the way? I'd love to hear. About it. Please let me know. Namaste. Autocorrect is dirty whore. Namaste. Hi, Leslie. How'd your cookies turn out? That's a really, you know what? Trans rights doing better because of the program. Namaste. Still not sure whether we are pro or anti-trans rights from username trans rights. And because I think that could be really fun. If you took, you say like gay guys, right? You're homophobic and you make your username gay guys. And everyone thinks, oh, I'm either a gay guy or I'm pro-gay guys, affirmative. Well, all the time you're very homophobic and you're anti-gay guys. But your name's gay, and that's a fun alternate technique that maybe you could use if you're homophobic or just looking to get the word out about something that you feel opposed to. Either way, namaste. Appreciate that. Not as good as yours. Blessings and namaste. Terrible, 100% better. Tony G, the trans are mentally ill. And listen, that's as a therapist, that's a really good. That's an interesting point, because there's a dynamic to this. There's a dynamic. So I'm a mental health professional, as you know. I'm a legally licensed mental health professional, and I am forced to deal with the reality of the mentally ill, of people, right? That is what I'm forced to deal with. If I'm not dealing with empathetically the person in front of me, then what am I doing, right? I have to meet the needs, the mental, emotional, spiritual needs of the person in front of me. And when it comes to trans people, ladies and gentlemen, they got a rough lot. They got a rough lot, ladies and gentlemen. Because on one hand, you know, they look at the history of the DSM and they say, look, you know, being gay was a mental illness just a couple decades ago. I'm not mentally ill just because I'm trans. Is it possible to be trans and not mentally ill? I don't know. I have to meet more trans people. I have to meet every single trans person that's ever existed in order to make a claim like that. But what I can offer you is an alternate perspective of the trans experience, ladies and gentlemen. The alternate perspective of the trans experience is that in the hoopla, in the yelling and the hooting, coming from a certain sector of our culture saying trans stuff is normal, trans stuff is natural, trans stuff doesn't mean that, you know, trans people are mentally ill. That is literally a phrase I hear a lot. So don't even get me started about my colleagues. Now, I will say though, every single trans person that I've worked with, maybe self-selecting group because I am a therapist, every single trans person I've worked with, yeah, they're ill. They're mentally ill. But here, and listen to the dynamic of this. It creates a culture in which it's negative to be mentally ill, right? It creates a culture, and it is. Don't get me wrong. But let's say you are one of these trans people who is extremely mentally ill, and you're in a chorus of people saying, "Nuh-uh, nuh-uh." Where are my sloppy, messy, bipolar retards with the wrong genitalia? Where are they? Okay? Maybe BetterHelp wasn't enough for them. Maybe they got to come to old Leslie. What I'm saying is, where does the trans person end and the mental illness begin? And to answer this question without dealing with trans people on an individual level is a waste of time. And to deal with trans people on an individual level is an is to share in their unending nightmare. So that it becomes an unending nightmare for you as well. Blessings and namaste. You know, I have colleagues, all my colleagues wish they could say stuff like I say it. They wish they had the bravery to say what I say. To ask the question, where does the trans person end and the mental illness begin? And vice versa. Will we ever know? Namaste. But that's not what we're here about tonight. I just want to take a second to address that, because it's really on the forefront of everyone's minds. You know, trans people being the human shield that liberal left sector of our culture uses. They use this sort of human shield against themselves and other people they view as their enemy. And they're not. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Namaste. Namaste, minorities. listen, I'm not getting, I don't actually want to speak in these terms. These terms are a dead end, spiritually speaking. So let's bring it back on to explorations, ladies and gentlemen. As much as I would love to get in the mud and actually, you know what? Let's get in the mud. Let's get in the mud tonight. But let's get in different sectors of mud, right? There's that mud that we know and that we're familiar with, and we say yes to it. But there's other sectors of mud, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get into a broad spectrum of mud. The cold mud, the poop mud, the pee mud, the white mud, which is cum. Namaste. Well, guys, how are we? I got a couple answers. I got from Flying Vita, maybe a couple of others. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Explorations with Leslie Tanner is giving you a tool that you can put immediately to use in your life. Immediately. I'm talking tonight, actionable insight and tools to help tap into a spiritual power that you've only ever dreamed of. Something that will allow you to transform your life from the ground up, that you can put it into work tonight. You can open up your eyes in the morning, tomorrow, and have a brand new set of techniques and strategies by which to squeeze the milk from the stone of life, starting tomorrow or tonight or whenever you want. Namaste. Let it into your heart. Explorations with Leslie Tanner is the most effective personal power program in the country. Now, a lot of people ask me, explore what? What are we exploring? Explore what? What do we explore at Explorations? Well, that's a really great, really fantastic question. What exactly do we explore at Explorations? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we explore is nothing short of the entire universe. That is our domain. That is our calling right there. The universe. Because what are we ultimately? We are the universe. We are the universe enduring itself, as we've discussed so many times, right? We're not the universe observing itself. No. Carl Sagan said that. Brilliant mind, but very small-shouldered little fella, right? Anybody seen pictures of him? He's got very narrow shoulders. You could have cracked him like an egg. He looks like he had a sickness when he was little. A sick boy, I would imagine. Well, either way, he got us a third of the way there. We are the universe observing itself. And that's obviously very wrong and stupid of him to say. And then secondly, we had the New Age. Just a couple years later, we had the New Age speak up. And they declared a New Age and said, no, we're not the universe observing itself. It's sort of an effort to push along the scientific movement. They declared that we are the universe experiencing itself. We're the universe experiencing itself. Sort of pulling it a little further into the subjective as a pushback against the objectively minded. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here at the end, here at the decay, here at the state of a world of a universe falling apart, decaying, ladies and gentlemen, we are not the universe observing nor experiencing itself. Not simply there. We must take it to the end. We are the universe enduring itself. We are the universe failing itself. We are the universe killing itself. We are the universe watching the universe wither and decay. And ladies and gentlemen, to stop short of that realization is to say no to the power of the next level, the power inside of you. What I'm asking you, what I'm demanding of you, and what I'm giving you the tools by which to do in your Cooker Pie. Namaste. Beautiful, Cooker Pie. Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Thanks so much, Cooker Pie. Cooker Pie with a sub. 8 months. It's crazy it's been 8 months. It feels longer. You got that effect. You got that effect on people, Cooker Pie. It feels like longer than 8 months, if I'm being honest. Quick affirmation for fellows. Time doesn't have to go straight. And it doesn't have to go in a curve. And that's for fellas. Listen, if you're looking for time management strategies, take what I just said right there and extrapolate into your personal and sexual lives. And speaking of sexual life, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the Jazz Express. How about that, huh? How about we get going? I could not be more excited to dial in our energy right now. I could not be more excited to dial in our energy, get it focused, get it up. Now, we don't always get a chance to do this, but so you know when I get a little chance to share some jazz with you, to aid in our spiritual focus, our energetic collaboration. Namaste, let's get going. Cuckoo Pie gifting 25 community subs. Holy moly. Generous beyond generosity. Namaste to Cuckoo Pie, kicking off a treasure train. I don't know what that is, but I feel aroused by it. I don't know if the Twitch admin or mod if somebody could clip this next little segment and send it directly to a Twitch admin or mod. Whatever you guys did by creating a treasure train, I am sexually aroused by it. So sort of implicitly, you have sexually aroused the most effective, the host and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country. Thank you for collaborating with me. Thank you for taking this program to its limit, now giving me what I need and with an engorged penis. There's a little bit. Namaste. Chris Mac, namaste. 1,000 bits from brother Chris Mac. Namaste, Chris Mac. Namaste. Listen, brother, I love that. I love that energy. And I appreciate what you just gave to us so much. Cuckoo Pie named on the screen still because of that endless generosity that Cuckoo Pie knows. Namaste to you. Wow, 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 wow. And Chris Mac, it's great to see you. Cheer another 2,000? Excuse me? Chris Mac is out of control tonight. 2,000 bits from brother Chris Mac, pushing this train along its tracks, making sure it needs to get to where it needs to go. Where does it need to go? Does it need to go back? Namaste to brother. Need to go back. Need to go forward. Back, forward. Can a train go sideways? Namaste.
I wish this would stop.
Namaste. Ooh, there's something in the air tonight. You can feel it, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste, you can feel that. You can feel there's something just ripe in that air. I think it was that treasure train, Twitch.tv, doing a number on me, giving me that tug, giving me that sweet, sensual love. Under the table, over the table, under the table and dreaming, under the table and getting jerked off by a treasure train on Twitch.tv. Namaste. So wonderful to be with you. Yeah, Sun Ra, probably, an extremely prolific, one of the most prolific and out there Mormon artists that we have ever had the grace of here on earth. Namaste to Sun Ra, maybe the most, in my life, the most influential Mormon. Namaste. Pepperoncini gifting out 5 community subs. Toucan with 200 bits. Namaste to you. And Chrismac, you're not sneaking by me. You're not sneaking by me. Chrismac, namaste with a gifted sub to G-Nair. To G-Nair, namaste. Pepperoncini, 5 community subs. Extremely generous. This treasure train has reached a level 7. What is a treasure train? I don't know. Nobody ever tell me. No one ever tell me namaste. Pepperoncini, I triggered this train, so basically it's like I donated all the stuff those other people did. So sort of Pepperoncini coming in, throwing bows like Dennis Rodman, saying, hey, with the gifts that you all are giving, I basically gave. I deserve credit. Look at me. I'm the birthday boy who's given birthday gifts to Leslie Tanner and the most effective personal power program in the country.
I wish this would stop.
Namaste. So tonight, guys, we're getting into some Christmas spite. Tony G with a single bit, not Mish with a single bit. Booty, wow, 200 bits. The program works. Namaste. Guys, this is absolutely insane. The generosity that we're seeing is a tremendous boon. I cannot tell you the lives that you are changing right now by giving to the most effective personal power program. The lives that you are changing, because you're not just giving it to me, Leslie Tanner, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, do I take a paltry amount to fund my personal life? Is this my sole source of income? Am I betting everything on my personal, professional, creative, sexual life on this program? Yes, and I do it every single day for the rest of my life. But also on top of that, you're not just helping me, you are helping thousands, millions, countless others, ladies and gentlemen, who are hungry for the tools by which to transform their life, who are hungry, looking for that change, tired of the same exact thing, and they don't know where to go, what to do. Little do they know they're on the path to the next level, but they don't know unless they have the tools. They don't know unless they have someone like Leslie, me, to point them in the right direction. And that's what your support right now during this treasure train is going right towards. Namaste. Oh, namaste. Oh my goodness gracious. There's just so much flowing through me right now. I'm gonna be honest, I'm physically overwhelmed. I feel physically pushed right now. I can barely catch my breath. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been in the position of having the universe sort of push so much through you? Push so much through you that you can hardly breathe, hardly stand to have a body. Namaste. Namaste. Treasure train. Blessings. Guys, can we get some namastes in chat for you guys right now? Can we get a goddamn namaste in the chat for you right now? Jesus, Lord, namaste. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was something else, huh? Thank you to everybody. Chrismac, Pepperoncini, Cooker Pie, and all the other much smaller amounts that were not as important to me. But I do mean that in a sort of way. If you were hurt by that, then that's an important experience. Maybe sit with that. Maybe give more next time. Because like I said, it's not just for me, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the thousands, the countless others whose lives are waiting to be touched by the program in every direction. If I could give you a hint of what is being built behind the scenes right now, you would defecate, you would urinate, you would throw up, you would lose control of your bodily functions. And I know that's a funny thing to say, to just joke around, right? Because we joke around, and it's funny to joke around about poop. It's funny to say, oh, I'm shitting. Or, oh, I think I shit, or I'm so excited I'm gonna shit. That made me shit my pants. We've all heard that. Or I'm gonna, insert any of the other sort of gross bodily functions there. But ladies and gentlemen, when I mean it, when I say it right now, I mean it in a very stark and serious spiritual manner. A very stark and serious spiritual manner that I need you to take seriously. I need you to take utmostly seriously tonight. Because when you see what we're doing behind the scenes right now, when you see the effect that we're about to have on the world this upcoming year, you'd be doing all the nasty stuff. You'd be leaking. Namaste. Let's just say that. So, Grace, it's wonderful to be with you. It's so wonderful to be with you tonight, guys. Like I said, tonight we're getting into tonight's little tonight's theme. I'm waiting for this wake up. Tonight's theme is Christmas spite, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas spite. So before we get to some orders of business, let's go ahead and cover exactly what we mean by Christmas spite tonight. So Christmas spite is, from my experience as a therapist, having dealt with the mentally ill and working through this program, what I find is that there's always a turning point in the Christmas season, which we are in right now. There's always a turning point. At the beginning, right, our patience hasn't been tested yet. We may have some fuel in the tank to endure. There's the novelty there's the novelty there's the novelty of the music, of the decorations. There's little sparkly lights where there didn't used to be, right? A lot of people can find this to be pleasurable at the very beginning. However, like I said, whether you are anti, pro, or benevolent about Christmas, at some point in the Christmas season, you will find yourself tested over it. You're done. You realize, things feel empty. Things are repetitive. It's just like it was in years previous, and you feel stupid that it could have been different. Or maybe you just were anti the whole time, and you're like, now I'm really anti. Now I'm ready to do something extreme. If I could end this by doing something extreme that I see on the news, maybe I'd be doing that. Maybe you feel that way about Christmas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, lucky for you, I have a tool and technique strategy by which to transform your relationship to this next week or two, next week and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the alternate energy source that we call spite. Spite. To put it, Brizzle Legs asked at the top of tonight's stream, I saw it in chat while I was preparing in the studio. Brizzle Legs asked the question, is spite an essential part of the program, or the next level? The next level that we speak about so frequently. And while this is, the short answer, yes, absolutely. I mean, to condense a long answer into a short little space of time, spite is absolutely essential. But let's look a little bit closer at that, right? Why is spite so essential? Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I consider spite to be so essential, twofold. One, it's everywhere. It is maybe the most repressed and effective fuel sources running behind the scenes at all times. Spite. A lot of you have a little bit more spite on the surface, and that's great. That's thanks to the program. You're more effective. You're more powerful because of that. Now, for many others, though, spite is the sneaky little fuel source, the coal being shoveled into the engine at all times. Spite. And the reason I consider it to be essential, not only is it everywhere, not only is it universal, ladies and gentlemen, it is arguably the most effective alternate source of fuel, period. Spite. Why do we go to these parties? Do we have an answer? I don't know. But if you tap into spite and do it spitefully, Lord knows you'll get through it. Oh, why are you getting gifts for people? Why are you so why were you excited at first, and then now why are you a little bit tired, right? You're ready to just get it over with. I don't know. But if you're looking to overcome that fatigue, I'll bet if you started giving some gifts spitefully, you'll be a new person. You'll be transformed. You'll tap into a source, a true, durable source of power and energy that is coursing through you at this moment right now. You need only say yes, and that's what we're going to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to say yes to the spite, a very special kind of spite, a holiday seasoned spite. Spite with a little nutmeg, spite with a little cinnamon, spite with a little bit of cloves. Ladies and gentlemen, let's open up our heart to the negativity already beating, thumping through every heartbeat and an ounce of blood in our veins. When I open up the line in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear about spite. I want to hear about I want to hear about how the disdain that you have for the things that you feel obligated to do. And I want to hear about your strategies. I want to hear you be honest. I mean, if you want to just ask me a question, how do I put spite into place in my life? How do I tap into it? Let's explore that together. So guys, in a moment, 773-974-9585. 773-974-9585. Communal Vision from Yahoo Serious. Guru took down so many glizzies during the shutdown out of spite. A quiet man sucking down dogs got me into the Christmas spirit. The shutdown. Yahoo Serious, can you let me know what you mean by shutdown? I love this stuff, by the way. Diet Coke and lime. I'm over the moon. Can't get enough of this stuff. The quiet time. Oh, the quiet time. The subathon. Yeah, the power of silence subathon. Yeah, I did. I ate a lot of hot dogs. I did. I ate a lot of hot dogs. Namaste, everybody. So listen, if you feel ready, the line is open. If you'd like to get in line while we cover a couple orders of business, go right ahead. They'll be pretty quick here before we get into the situation. So 773-974-9585 we'll be covering. Let's see here. I wish this would just stay on. Christmas spite, 773-974-9585. Let the negativity out. I want to hear about it. I want to hear what don't you like about this, and let's strategize on how to get through with just some good old-fashioned raw spite and disdain. Namaste. So guys, real quick, we've got I love getting mail from you. So send me something. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. I love getting postcards. I love getting little envelopes, packages, you name it. Ladies and gentlemen, send me a damn thing to that. Be my Santa Claus this year. I actually got a couple things waiting for me right now in P.O. Box. I didn't have a chance to stop at the post office, but Lord knows I'm going to have a chance very soon. Very soon, we'll be doing some mail this in the coming days. Now, two more announcements. First of which, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and listen. If you're looking for a couple of details about this later, but if you're looking for the real meat on the bones of the program, you're looking for the actual program materials. You're looking to transform your life starting tonight in a way that you can only ever dreamed of. What you're looking for is my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Go ahead and click the link I just dropped into the chat. For just a couple dollars a month, you can access the backlog of podcasts, videos, music downloads, a monthly postcard from me. Literally, there's so many materials waiting for you behind that paywall just for a couple dollars a month. And it's also the most effective way to support what you're seeing on the screen right now. So namaste, all right? Let me help you. And then, guys, last announcement before we get into the line. Flying Vita, you read my damn mind. Flying Vita, you read my damn mind. Okay, guys, this Friday, I'm extremely excited about this. This Friday is our annual Explorations Christmas party, the Grusvan Krampus, or what I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's our annual Christmas party this Friday at 8 o'clock Central Time on the Discord server. Now, you may have heard some stories about how much we let loose and have fun at this Christmas party, because Lord knows we do. This is I think this is like the fourth year we're doing it. I think this is the fourth year we're doing this Christmas party. Not me. I heard something so fun and special is happening on Saturday too. What? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Namaste. Namaste. A little will you let me? Okay. There's a better way to do that. All right. There's a better way to do what you just did. You just interrupted the flow. I had a really beautiful momentum going through the announcements, and you really fucked my ass on that. So let's go ahead and finish my announcement. So Friday, Explorations with Leslie Tanner will be hosting the annual Christmas party on the server. So it's fun. We'll have Christmas karaoke. We'll have a room for fraternization. We'll have a Christmas movie screening room. And for a limited time, you got to get there early for this, but you can take a holiday picture with Leslie himself. A holiday picture, just you and Leslie. We'll be setting up we'll have a room set up for the photo shoot. It'll be in, out. You'll get your copy, and we're going to be doing as many people as we possibly can in the time allowed. So, guys, if you want to get that picture, get there early. 8 o'clock Central Time this Friday, holiday Christmas party. Namaste. Will there be drugs? I would imagine. Yes. I would imagine, yes. I would imagine there's going to be drugs. There's going to be alcohol. We'll see if let's see if there's any other. If you're looking for fabled little stories about what happens during our parties on the Discord, then just ask somebody who's been here for a while. I'm not going to say any of those things because I just want to see what happens. I want to see what naturally the universe produces. It's not always beautiful. Sometimes it's like whoa. Sometimes oh damn. Sometimes it's like hell yeah. But sometimes it's not all that. Namaste. So guys, that's Friday. Friday Christmas party. Go to the Discord for more details about that. Go to the Discord about for more details about what's going on this Friday for the Christmas party. But also, like Not Mish just brought up a moment ago. We are this Saturday, the 20th, we'll be having a special Christmas Ladies Night. on Saturday evening. And that's going to be fun because we haven't had a ladies' night in a while, huh? So Saturday night's going to be devoted to the ladies, ladies' night. Ladies' night, we'll have a screener, making sure it's only ladies getting in on the call stream. The calls are all yours all night, you and me. And I'll be joined by my very special guest, as I always am for ladies' night. My temporary roommate, Not Mish, will be with us Saturday night, the 20th. Ladies' night, holiday-themed ladies' night with Not Mish. But more importantly, I will be there for the women, for my ladies, for my lesbians, for my straight women, for my whatevers, my trans ladies, all of you guys, all my sweethearts, all right? We'll be there, and also Not Mish will also be there, right? So that's going to be some fun. Look forward to that. Look forward to that. Can we give Leslie a facial again? We could do masks. Maybe we could do a mask. Maybe she's got some cooling masks. Huh? That's something. A charcoal peel? I'd do that. I'd do that. I love that kind of stuff. Well, guys, so there's that, and then a last little announcement. I'll be posting about this on the Discord. We got an action-packed rest of the month. As we did last year, ladies and gentlemen, this New Year's Eve, if you're looking for a place to be this New Year's Eve, ladies and gentlemen, this New Year's Eve, Leslie will be ringing in the New Year. Me, guys, come ring in the New Year with me. New Year's Eve, we'll be doing a very special Infatuations, New Year's Eve Infatuations. We'll get the ball to drop. We'll yell, and we'll scream, and we'll prepare ourselves for the new year to come in a very exploratory way, as always. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking somewhere to be, New Year's Eve, come ring the New Year's in with me, Leslie Tanner, with a very special Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. More details about that to come. I just wanted to pop the cherry on that. Well, guys, that's that. Those are my announcements. Real quick, psychic emergency from Yahoo.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Sheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog has had an adverse reaction to the shrink ray. The ray has only shrunk Emily. The radioactive blood-colored beast is no longer under psychic control. Clifford now has knowledge of the earlier betrayal of the Wiener Mobile and is out for revenge against the town. This dog knows dogs, and that dog was not a dog. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog has had an adverse reaction to the shrink ray. The ray has only shrunk Emily. The radioactive blood-colored beast is no longer under psychic control. Clifford now has knowledge of the earlier betrayal of the Wiener Mobile and is out for revenge against the town. This dog knows dogs, and that dog was not a dog. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Yahoo Sirius, for bringing that to our attention. 250 bits from NSE. Blessings and namaste to you as well. Thank you so much for that. I really genuinely appreciate that. Also to Yahoo Sirius for bringing this ongoing Clifford chapters to us. I loved it. I'm very much looking forward to that furthering, the narrative furthering on that tonight. Thank you so much, Yahoo. Appreciate that. One Run Chef, good to see you. Good to see you, One Run. We're just getting started tonight. So guys, tonight we're getting into Christmas Spite. 773-974-9585. 773-974-9585. Christmas Spite. What is it? How do we use it? And how can we really kick the rest of the last fucking 9 days of this period of time? How do we kick it into a high gear and use it for our advantage and sort of unlocking the power of the next level? The high def 4K is amazing. Namaste to you. Let's see. Namaste. Making some adjustments. Sometimes the signal gets a little crazy. There we go. Sometimes that signal gets a little nuts. Namaste, 773-974-9585. What is the most viewers you've had to end stream on? Like at the end of a stream, the most number of viewers? Probably it was Raid Train Festival, an AV Fest a couple years ago. It was probably the most. JP McNabb over at YouTube.com. Leslie's genitals smell and taste like corn water syrup. The water drained from a can of corn. That's not completely inaccurate. I mean, that's definitely part of the picture. I'd be lying if I said that wasn't part of it. I think there are some notes that you're missing, but not bad. We nervous to call in tonight, guys? 773-974-9585. It's me, Leslie. Huh? Can I switch to Fortnite soon, Ace? Now that's an interesting idea. Who would like to watch me play Fortnite? Who would like to watch old Leslie play Fortnite? Namaste. Thanks so much, Yahoo Serious, for the bits and just that nothing. And that's honestly the most effective thing over here on the list is that nothing. The most effective pound for pound. You're looking for something that will further your exploration and the exploration of anyone on either side of you in chat. What you're looking for is that nothing. That nothing will get you nowhere. What more effective way to go nowhere than to invoke nothing with real money? Doofus Dusseldorf, Leslie, I've been meaning to tell you for months you should play a game called Greener Grass Awaits. It's about golf. It's about golf? What does that mean, about golf? Is it a golf game or is it about, like... What does that mean? I would love to talk to me, Doofus. You can't leave me on a little There we go. Who did the Santa? Pierogi getting our first Santa going tonight. Kook, yeah, we'll get to you. We'll get to you in just a moment. I see you on the list. You're on the list. Echo Zeppelin, namaste to you. Welcome on in. My name is Leslie, and this is the call-in show for the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight we are getting into Christmas spite, using Christmas spite to transform our lives and really tap into a very special energy at this time of year. Echo Zeppelin, I don't know if are you a pro-Christmas person, an anti-Christmas person? How do you feel about Christmas, Echo? All right, guys, we got our first. Christmas can die on 37. Now, there we go. You were in the right place tonight, Echo Zeppelin. Christmas can die on 37 fires, a prime number. Prime number, 37, prime number. Interesting stuff. Already a very interesting explorer that we have joining us tonight, Echo Zeppelin. So listen, Echo Zeppelin, what we're doing tonight is exactly what, kind of in the spirit of what you just shared. We are tapping into a very special energy. You know, this is the period of time where the gnashing sensation of the Christmas season really kind of just doing a number on our mind, body, and soul. And how do we use that? How do we use that as a transformative tool to tap into the power coursing through our veins to become more powerful, to become more effective, to get that change that we want to see in life? Namaste to you. So let's talk about that. Go ahead and give me a call tonight, Echo, 773-974-9585. In the meantime, we do have our first caller of the night. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, I can call you tonight?
It's Mish.
Mish, welcome on in. Guys, we got Mish. Mish, first caller of the night. How you doing tonight, hon?
Oh, I'm tired.
Tired. Mish says she's tired. Oh, Mish, what's going on? Why are we so tired?
I did a bunch of I finalized some Christmas shopping today.
Sure. Okay. How'd that go?
It was awful. I hated every moment of it. It was a lot.
A lot. You hated every moment.
I hated it. I hated being at the store. I hated hearing Christmas music. I also hated, even though I went in the middle of the day on a Tuesday, which I thought would be chill, it was not chill. There were so many people at the fucking store.
Now, so you've got you pretty much hit every single thing about the Christmas season that makes it so goddamn grating on the mind and soul. The music, the people, the shopping, the general energy among the people as well. Now you said it was a lot and you hated it. Now, to kind of deepen our disdain and our distaste for this period of time, I would like to ask you the question, Mish. So sometimes when there's something that we know we don't want to do, that we know is going to be painful and unpleasant, what a lot of people elect to do is to not do it. So since you're our first caller, I want to just get us started on the right foot. Let's make this even worse and really realize how deep our problem is right now. Mish,
okay.
Why did you do it? Because I would imagine you knew what you were getting into, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me. Why? Why did we do it then?
Well, I'll feel guilty if I don't.
Guilt.
And I don't like that either.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we get some ones in chat if this sounds familiar to you? That you feel you need to get gifts out of a sense of guilt. And you carry this guilt, this shame, this burden around. Yahoo Serious 444, Mish went shopping for 30 minutes only to buy black lipstick. Is that true?
No, I don't wear black lipstick.
I've never seen you wear it. Azrael, namaste, 57. Thank you for the single bits. Lighten us up with single bits tonight, Azrael. Thank you so much. Now, let's. So the guilt, the shame. Real so overturned big rig really resonated with what you just shared, Mish.
That's what's up.
Twirr, echo, kooker pie, all ones. I'm seeing lots of ones, and very emphatic ones. Now, so not only is it unpleasant, right? Because like maybe you know, eating your green beans is unpleasant. But having to electively go into a store that you're going to hate to get Christmas presents you don't want to buy for a duration of time that you'll never get back out of a sense of guilt. That guilt must be pretty significant.
Yeah, and I think the worst was my mom's side of the family. We just do like a white elephant little gift trading game until it ends and you just have whatever fucking present you're left with. And it's trash every year, right? It's a white elephant. No one's getting anything meaningful because you don't know who's going to have it anyway.
I remember one year I saw it. It was nobody's trying at all.
No,
or they just don't have very imaginative or rich inner lives.
No, there's always a theme, and you would think like, oh, you could have fun with a theme and people could get fun presents, but it's always something fucking stupid, like something green or stuff that starts with the first initial of your name.
Yeah, that's.
And this year it's Christmas movies, not buying physical copies of Christmas movies, but merch associated with Christmas movies. So essentially, just garbage. So I went to Home Goods for that, which is the worst store to go to out of all the stores I went to get a Charlie Brown Christmas throw blanket and a Charlie Brown Christmas mug.
Home Goods, too. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you in chat right now are familiar with the energy of a Home Goods store? Namaste. And FramWeArt has invoked the Terminate by poll. Ladies and gentlemen, over at twitch.tv, have a chance to vote on whether to terminate Mish here. Do you want to keep listening to her talk about Christmas and shopping and guilt and hating every second of it? Or do you want to say, next caller, up to you. The power is in your hands on twitch.tv. Yeah, YouTube, just come over to Twitch for a second. Mish, how do you feel about this? This is done by Fram, by the way.
Fram said he does that to every first caller, so I'm fine with it.
So you don't feel particularly slighted by it, is what you're saying?
No.
Okay, interesting. Now,
I think if you feel slighted by a termination, you're a baby.
Wow, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that experience of being a baby is so important and rich.
Oh, it can be exciting to be a baby.
Exactly. Well, I would argue that it's only exciting to be a baby because it's
everything's so new.
Everything's new and terrifying, and they voted to no. So Fram. Yeah, it was 59% to 41%. FramWeArt chat full of sick freak simps. Any response to that?
I think he's jealous. He was getting a lot of attention today, and now it's not on him.
Yeah.
So he feels threatened.
Namaste. Beautiful. Well, now, so how this Christmas shopping, you hate it, you don't like doing it, you have nothing but negative things to say about it. And what are you doing with that negative energy, Mish? You've been around the program to know how things work here. What are you doing with that spite now that it's on the surface?
Well, I'm spitefully getting people presents.
Using spite to get through it. Get through it. And what I'd love to see. Listen, I got to look at some of these gifts that you got. Okay. I got to look, and I believe in my heart of heart that you're doing this spitefully, because it's the only way that I can imagine you getting through this. Now, however, what I'd love to see next year, because I know you're pretty much done, I'd love to see the spite take form, really express itself through the gifts. I think that's your next level. I think that's your next step forward in unlocking and unleashing the power within. Is I want, instead of getting things that people like, get things that make you feel better about having to do it in the fucking first place.
Okay. Or I could just go to Home Goods for Everyone and get them just the same amount of garbage I got for a fucking grab bag.
Yeah, you could just, I mean, it is not hard to find trash at that trash store for trash, just for a bunch of idiots.
It's horrible. Everything on every shelf is glass, and the aisles are like 3 feet wide.
Yeah, no, and listen, I'm not to say I love working with women like that. I love working with the ladies that show up early at Home Goods, and they know when to show up because they know when the Ray Dunn shit's going to be going up. Yeah, I think they've got a special energy. I love those women.
Yeah, I wonder if they're still doing it like that.
Swaggy Meatball saying, yikes, man. I don't even know what that's in reference to. I guess probably just sort of appalled at how effective this personal power program can be. What was that?
I don't think that's it.
You don't think that's it?
No.
What do you think it is then?
Probably about how terrible Home Goods is.
Well, Swaggy Meatball says, yikes, man. What do you think the yikes is about? I couldn't even tell
Home
you.
Goods.
Just like a hell yeah, Home Goods sucks? Is that
the Ray Dunn girlies, if they still exist?
Swaggy Meatballs, I'm just spitting nonsense, man. Ah, that's so funny. Namaste, Swaggy. Blessings. No, but I really do love those women. I think they hold a very special place in my heart. I'd love to spend more time with them.
You could.
Yeah, something tells me I'd be very effective with them. Let's just say.
It also wouldn't be hard to find them. Just stand by Home Goods.
Well, yeah, I think I could crush with that demo.
Absolutely. I also had to went to Target to get my niece stuff, and I wanted to get her things like arts and crafts stuff, and everything. They don't have that really at Target anymore. Everything is sensory toys.
Yeah, not a good sign.
Nothing's like make this. It's just like touch it.
Yeah,
touch this.
It's actually too high of an. It's like too. The act of creation is of a too high of an order for their minds. That they're so alienated from their bodies that they just need to be given a little swatch of carpet. That's not looking good.
May as well.
That's not looking good. No, these, yeah.
No, I think there's something fun about it. Obviously, when you touch something, it feels good, but it's like, what, 10 minutes and it's done? Cool.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that it's like watching AI slop. I can feel myself just becoming more retarded while it happens.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels good, but it also scares me.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
So I went to Michael's, I got her a coloring book, and I got her some Crayola Model Magic. Got her some markers, got her a little Hello Kitty plush. It looks like Hello Kitty's sleeping. It's actually a pretty big one. It feels nice to hug.
Echo Zeppelin, I'm autistic as hell, and it scares me too. Do you find yourself getting more autistic, Echo? Those of you with autism in chat right now, when you see these fidget toys, the sensory toys, and various other kind of just like really all the slop on the internet, do you find yourself becoming more autistic? Namaste. Well, I think the most often communal vision from Iron Chef. I find the process of shopping to just be the road we must travel to deliver the gifts of spite. Considering indelicate and burdensome gifts for the people closest to us is fertile ground for the program to take root and grow. Iron Chef hitting it out of the park. Wow. Well, listen, Mish, this has been a tremendous First call of the night. I really appreciate you chiming in and sharing yourself with us. Now, as far as Spike goes, as far as gifts go, any final little comments that you want to share with chat before we move on to our next caller?
Yeah, I think next year I'm just gonna spitefully tell my mother to save her money and not get me anything, and then I won't get anyone anything, and then the present will just be all of us saving our money.
Peppercorn Patty, if you're there when she opens her gifts, you should show her how to dye the model magic with the markers. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That will be
namaste.
fun.
Namaste, Mish. Thanks so much for your energy tonight.
You're welcome.
Namaste.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's get our next. Let's just keep it going. Let's keep the train going. Namaste. New explorers, welcome on in. This is Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. Tonight we're getting into Christmas spite, exploring Christmas spite. We have another caller on the line. Let's go ahead and bring them in.
Hello.
Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. I know who this is. Go ahead and introduce yourself to chat.
Hi, this is Kook.
Kook!
I didn't actually think I was going to be on. I thought I was going to be after somebody else, but
Oh, I'll
that's
send you
fine.
right
I
back.
can make
Hold
it
on, right
work.
back to the queue with you. Let's go. We get our next caller in. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
It's Michaela.
Michaela, how are we doing tonight, sweetheart?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good. What's going on over there? You sound like there's a lot going on. Talk to me. What's going on?
Well, I want to say that Cook was expecting to be after me, but I also don't. I have a habit of making things about me, so she could be talking about someone else, also.
Yeah, no idea what she's talking about, but I just sent her back because it was, I'm just going in order of the things that I see on the screen as my producer puts it in front of me. So that's how we're handling it. So listen, go ahead. Fran Weird has just straight up terminated you. Let's go ahead and bring in our next caller. All right, caller, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Fran Weird just terminated Michaela, so now you are up. Go ahead and introduce yourself to chat.
And hi, my name is Kook. Fram ruined what I was trying to do. Fram, quit being a dumb slut. Yeah. Hey, Leslie, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Kook. I'm having a fantastic night. It's great to hear from you. It's great to hear from you. You've been away from the program for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I have a busy, in December I get busy, and my friends want to do a lot of stuff out in public, so that happens.
Where's Technology Wife subbing for the third month in a row? Namaste to Where's Technology Wife. Thank you so much for your support and also for you continuing your journey along in the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to you, Technology Wife. Now, Kook, so yeah, you get busy. And listen, this is a busy month for a lot of people. I totally get it. I totally understand.
But I'm always going to be here. Just sometimes I have obligations, unfortunately.
Yeah. What are some of those obligations, Kook, that you find yourself obligated to?
I don't know. My friends always want to do outside Christmas stuff, like going to pop-up Christmas bars and going to see plays and watching Christmas movies and various things.
And do you like doing this shit?
I do, but I probably don't like to do as much of it as they want to do, probably. And I need, like, time. Can we talk about something else? Because I'm getting fucking pissed off at the chat.
Yeah, let's talk about something else. What's going on? Kook, it sounds like you had something that you wanted to talk about tonight.
Yeah, so I'm irritated because...
Quick communal vision from Mother Nipplebottom. If you want to control someone for life, give them a tortoise. Perfect spite gift as they live 100 years. What is caller's favorite spite gift?
I've literally never given a spite gift. I would love to give my friend the gift of never getting pregnant. So if anybody lives in Florida and wants to be paid to be somebody's fake boyfriend and pretend to come in them every night, let me know, because we're going to do that, because I would love to pay for that spite gift. But otherwise, I've never paid for anything for spite. Why would I do that? It's a waste of money to me.
So
I can spite people for free.
Wow, look at that. Effective spite. So you use spite all year long to a very effective extent. And so you find yourself during Christmas time, it's not very difficult for you to, it's just constantly around you at all times.
If anything, I'm less spiteful at Christmas because I'm more distracted. When I'm
Interesting.
bored, I'm angrier, probably. You got to keep ahead of the pain here.
Well, the nipple bottom says, I can think of a sure way to not get pregnant that is free.
No, okay. Oh, wow. Abstinence? Never thought of that one, bro. What a piece of shit. I honestly, no offense, Leslie, I hate talking to men so much. 75% of the time, it's garbage.
Men. What kind of? Well, listen. Before we go down, we've got so many roads that we could go down. You sounded like you had something ready and in the chamber to share with us, and I interrupted you with that communal vision.
No, it's okay. This is about like Discord drama. I'm actually kind of irritated because what we have going on is abuse of the no bully tag.
Okay, can I provide some context for this real quick?
Yes.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what we're about to get into is called Discord drama. Now, there's some people watching the program right now that have no idea what Discord is, how to use it. Maybe they looked at it once and were just kind of like, what the fuck is this? I'm an adult with a life. I can't do this. So basically, it's just like a big chat room, and there's different rooms, and people have they try to have different rules for different rooms. And there's a lot of social drama that comes from this. Quick affirmation for fellas, listen, you should hold on one second. I need to do a poem. This is going to be a poem. Oh, this is going to be a poem for the fellas. One moment. I can't wait to get into this Discord drama with you. Now, here we go. Fellas, as the snow falls upon the surface of the day, tomorrow is still without a single drop of water. And that's for fellas. That costs money. Namaste to Yahoo Serious. Blessings and namaste to you. Now, okay, continue. Discord drama, you're pissed off about the bully tag. Now, by the way, also, we do not have a bully tag on the Explorations Discord server, nor will we ever.
Yes. No, it's not your Discord. It's your best friend's Discord.
Yeah.
He can have the rules that he wants, but I'm sorry. If there is a rule where you're not allowed to be bullied, you don't act like a pussy and then poke at people when somebody has been banned for saying something mild to you. That really pisses me off. I defend this person constantly. I try very hard not to bully them, and then they go and poke, and act like they don't know what they're doing. That's like taunting somebody behind their mother's skirts. It looks, oh my God, it's such a bad look. It takes away a lot of goodwill that I have for them. And I don't know why you even want to do that.
And feels good
my instinct
because
is
you are
to go
good when you
easy
do
on
it.
them. I don't know why you would choose to be like this. Why? All the goodwill, taking all the goodwill away from me. Just why do it? Why fucking do it?
I love this. So we've got basically this bully tag. You're saying somebody's using "don't bully me" as a sort of, they're feigning a sort of sensitivity and vulnerability so that they're protected.
Oh yes.
Quick affirmation for ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, people feel bad for you because you're weak. And if you just keep acting like a pussy all the time, people will do stuff for you. Okay, and then let's keep going.
That's true. Yeah, but so why it's so weak? It engenders no good feelings. It makes me not want to be protective anymore, and that's like a sad thing because there's very few people that I try not to go hard on. I don't hold back on very many people, and I don't know why you would do something that feels like a purposeful attempt to like ruin that for yourself. It makes me want to be spiteful. I'm less spiteful during the holidays. I've been actually trying to be much kinder, and I've had many chances to run people off and have not done it. So I don't know why make this choice. I don't understand.
BitWars subbing for the 8th month in a row. Namaste to BitWars. Brother BitWars, explore abortion survivor. Congrats. The program feels great. So that's BitWars. The program feels great. Namaste to you, and thank you so much for that. Can't thank you enough for that.
Michaela, who do you like? Who treats you the way you like, Michaela? Which one? Somebody who flatters you, somebody who babies you. Start naming the people who you enjoy their treatment. Yeah. Because Misha's easy on you, and that's why. And you don't deserve that, honestly. You really don't.
Wow,
because you're trying to bring it on. You're trying to bring on
affirmation for non-binaries. Listen, in the same way people feel bad for women for being weak, they're weirded out by you. And that is just as strong of a basis for power in this world.
I'm also glad I'm not your mom, because your mom seems like a bitch. No offense to you. This part's not about you. I'd probably be better to you than your mom is, honestly. But you know what? I kind of wish I were, because, oh no, see, I'm not going to go that hard. See, it's Christmas. It's fucking Christmas. But no, you don't need to poke at people when you know that they've been banned for quote unquote bullying you. It's stupid. And it's fucked up, and it makes you look stupid.
Communal Vision from Grandpa Liquor coming in. Grandpa Liquor, please, sir, may you cup my balls, similarly to Oliver Twist reaching his hand out with a skin bowl begging for gruel. Thanks so much, Grandpa. Appreciate that.
Word. Thank you. Good job, Grandpa.
Now.
Why do people act this way?
Kook, you listen. I appreciate, tonight. I know you're personally trying to, turn a new leaf for the month of December during Christmas. You're a spiteful person, and rightfully so. There's a lot of your experience in life. I would be worried about you if you weren't driven by spite in a very sort of central way. Now, tonight, though, being Christmas spite, sort of pulling you out of a month-long sort of dormancy or retirement, but you feel compelled to chime in on maybe not necessarily even spite, but really sharing this sector of your mind that is more aggressive, is more you're giving somebody what you feel they genuinely need, even though they don't like it.
Well, sometimes you have to, because you can't go around never hearing stuff that you don't want to hear. And that's what they do. And then you can't have a fight with somebody. They get banned, and then you go on a different Discord, and you're bringing up the same topic. Like, that makes sense.
We gotta do a mediation. The mods and I have been talking about mediations with Leslie Tanner for a long time, and it's been on the books and sort of this thing that keeps getting rolled over from month to month. I think we got to just pull the trigger on this. Would you be willing to sit down with a mediation between with me, you, and Michaela?
I would. She never would.
Michaela.
And that's part of the issue. She never would. I tried to do it before. She wouldn't do it. She's afraid. She won't do it.
Michaela.
And I would be kind. I wouldn't yell. Yes, she won't. She won't. And that's part of the problem.
Well, she said earlier that she enjoys the way I treat her. So maybe she would trust me as a mediator. We'll see. I don't care to. I'm angry, and I'm just getting angrier. I'm just going to get angry. I don't want to say meaner stuff.
But here's the issue. She didn't really, it's not about what she said that was mean. It was that she thought she was in a place of protection, and she decided she was going to strike out thinking that she was not going to get a reaction. Even though it was so obvious that a negative reaction was coming, that it felt like she just landed on Earth or something. I don't understand.
Listen, I would be happy to mediate in a structured way that would really take the program and allow us to sift through these feelings towards each other. Michaela, Michaela, I'm gonna leave that offer on the table to you. Okay, Michaela, it's up to you. We've got a willing partner coming to the table. I am agreeing to mediate. Let's talk about it. Let's maybe talk about this off the screen. Maybe we can set something up, okay?
Okay, I just wanted to get it out there because it makes me want to do something spiteful, and I really don't.
Now,
success is fun and feels good.
BitWars, I'll give you another quote. I'll give you another quote.
It.
Another quote coming from BitWars because that was...
If you think jacking off feels good, imagine dying.
Now, okay, so listen, Kook, before we go tonight, I would love a little bit of insight into how to employ spite in our lives, because you're a spiteful person, and you should be. It's correct and it's powerful.
Success
You're
is
morally
fun
and ethically
feels
aligned
good
with your experience.
Because you are good when you do it.
Why does it keep being that quote? I'm going to do another one. So, listen, can you give the baby birds a little something about spite before you go?
A lot of people get really upset whenever there's a mass shooting.
I feel like when you're
why.
anything that you feel strongly about, you need to have, there needs to be a percentage of it where you are not being serious, and vice versa, because that way you can tap into that anger like automatically. Like you don't need anything to bring it up, it's just always there. Nothing can be fully serious and nothing can be fully a joke at the same time. It has to be a little bit of both, and that's what I do. And also off topic, I really hope Jen calls in. We miss you, Jen. I love you, Jen.
We do miss Jen. We do miss Jen. All right, Kook, thank you so much for calling and just letting us know what's on your heart tonight. We all benefit from this, and we'll see what happens next. You've showed your hand, you've made your intentions and thoughts known. Let's see if we can get the other party to the table.
Thank you, Leslie.
All right, namaste to you, Kook.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I had a production company, and if two people fought like this, they solve it or they both got fired, period. Interesting. Is this a cult? And if not, can we go ahead and move it in that direction? Also, I don't shy from that term, Echo Zeppelin. I don't shy from that term. I think it's used, you could use that word to describe this community that we have here. However, often when people lob that, they mean it in a derogatory way. They mean it and I don't hide from it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of what it means. Duncan did it. I stepped away. What's going on in Discord? It's in Toaster's Discord, there's some drama, and it's spilling on over to the Leslie Discord, which I'm happy to host. I love this stuff. I'm not anti-violence, I'm pro-argument, pro-discord, pro-violence. And this drama is more than welcome to the Leslie, but it did originate in Toaster's Discord, just to be clear. Yeah, exactly. Cult isn't a diminutive either. Well, I mean, colloquially, when people bring it up, it's often meant in a sort of like, don't take them seriously. It's kind of write these people off, right? There's nothing serious happening there. Psychic emergency coming in real quick, and then we got our next caller. Next caller lined up.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog is gassy after his last feeding. This blood beast's bellows are toxic. Avoid west of the water tower. The T-Rex has been outfitted with Inspector Gadget gear. The Go-Go Gadget arms have outfitted this dinosaur into a formidable contender for battling the crimson creature on the football field. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog is gassy after his last feeding. This blood beast's bellows are toxic. Avoid west of the water tower. The T-Rex has been outfitted with Inspector Gadget gear. The Go-Go Gadget arms have outfitted this dinosaur into a formidable contender for battling the crimson creature on the football field. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste, Yahoo series with a continuing chapter in the Clifford the Big Red Dog series of events. Always something new, and he's got his finger on the pulse. Namaste to Yahoo series. Quick quote.
I have been through the various dimensions. I have seen what there is to see, hear what can be heard. So hear me when I say, there is no way to transcend or cleanse ourselves. Attempting to do so as an adult should disqualify you from driving, voting. You should be sterilized.
That speaks for itself. Somebody wants to continue on that, further along that line, I'm more than happy to. Let's go ahead and bring in our next caller of the night. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, of course. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Guru, it's me, Michaela.
Michaela, it's great to hear from you. Your voice is a little different than before.
Oh, it's just because I'm sleepy.
Okay, so we got a sleepy Michaela. Did it tire you out listening to Kook go off about all that stuff?
Oh, what she was saying was just a bunch of hogwash, And Guru, I just want to say, even though I was terminated, thank you for making an exception to let me call in just one more time. That normally isn't allowed, but in this situation, it is being allowed.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to hear your rebuttal to Cougar Pie, so I felt like I used my authority here to bend the rules. So talk to me, Michaela. What's going on? What's on your heart?
Well, to be honest with you, I really don't have much to say about that whole kook thing. Instead, I've been working like a dog, and I actually have a brand new stand-up set.
Oh my goodness gracious! Busy at the job, and we got a brand new stand-up set from Michaela. So, guys, if you remember a couple nights ago, we got a fresh off the press stand-up set of material from Michaela. I didn't even know she was into comedy. And tonight we are delving back into those waters. So go ahead, Michaela. Do you need an introduction from me?
Yeah, and the place that I've been going to do my open mics, it's called the Chuckle Hut. So if you wouldn't mind pretending maybe we're at the Chuckle Hut when you do the intro, I would just that would be peachy keen to me.
Yeah, 100%. So listen, let me go ahead. Okay, so give blah 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 blah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing tonight? Oh, we're doing good. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't hear you. How are you feeling tonight at the Chuckle Hut? Yeah, we're doing great. Well, hopefully you're ready to keep the laugh train rolling. The next comic that we got coming up tonight is an absolute doozy. You might have seen him on HBO, Comedy Central, writer for two whatever that show is. Well, guys, buckle your seatbelts up because the crash dummy of laughter is hitting the wall. This next comic, funny as the night is long. Put your hands together for Michaela.
Howdy, y'all! I'm Michaela, and you may have noticed by my scrub pants that I'm a nurse. And that means I drink caffeine like it's a spiritual discipline. All right, y'all, coffee don't even wake me up anymore. It just keeps me from crying in public. I prayed over my energy drink shift last night, and Lord multiplied. I was like, Lord, multiply this just like the loaves. And boy, I tell you, nursing charting is wild. Okay? They want every detail. Not just what happened, but how it felt. I'm like, patient is stable. I'm emotionally unavailable. Please advise. Half of my job is clicking boxes that say patient resting comfortably when we both know that is a bold-faced lie. Now, I tried dating too. Every man says he loves Jesus, the gym, and tacos. Sir, that tells me nothing. Which Jesus? Flippin' tables Jesus or gentle lamb Jesus? Because I need consistency. And don't put country boy if you cried at a tire change, okay? Okay. Thank you. Now, my mama being Puerto Rican means I grew up fearing God and my own mother. Church taught me forgiveness. Mama taught me consequences. That woman can pray for you while correcting your posture and your attitude in the same sentence. But I love her. Oh boy, and don't get me started about church potlucks, okay? That is where faith is tested, folks. Okay? You eat one mystery casserole and you gotta trust the Lord for strength and digestive peace. I bow my head like Jesus take the wheel and my stomach. Anyway, that's me. Mild-mannered, slightly spicy, running on grace and ibuprofen. God bless y'all, and please drink water. Also, no race mixing.
Guys, keep it going for Michaela! Michaela, that was, how'd that feel?
Oh, I could feel the audience just laughing and clapping from each one of their computers and phones and tablets, and maybe for some, even a carrier pigeon guru.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You're funny on your feet.
I think I just, I got the chops. I did, when I realized that I hadn't filled out a form in time, and so I got kicked out of nursing school, I actually did a 42-week intensive over at the Chuckle Hut. Spent my $30,000 in savings, go ahead and just got that cleared out, and now I'm at the tippity top of my game.
Okay. Well, beautiful. Listen, I think that workshop, how much that workshop cost, the intensive?
Oh, I'm drained. But I'm going to make it back. Soon you'll see me on that Kill Tony.
I think you'd crush on Kill Tony. I think you'd do great. Maybe you can get one of these, like, I don't know, like one of these guest judges, like, like D.L. Hughley or something. Has D.L. Hughley ever been on Kill Tony?
I love watching Kill Tony. I watch every episode and know D.L. Hughley has not been on there because I tell you, I would remember how hard they'd go on him dressing like a white guy.
That would be fun. That would be funny. Well, listen, Michaela, it's been great to have you back on. Did you want to address anything that was said in your name? Mother Nipplebottom with a psychic emergency. Please hold.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Mother Nipplebottom to issue a psychic emergency. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, where you too can become a member of the community of devoted light in their explorations in universe, the world, the mind and body, for the weak and lost, the false prophets turning to the program. The program works. Namaste, Cheer 400. Repeat. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, where you too can become a member of the community of devoted light in their explorations in universe, the world, the mind and body, for the weak and lost, the false prophets turning to the program. The program works. Namaste, Cheer 400. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Namaste to you. Appreciate that. Mother Nipplebottom letting everyone know that if you are new, if you are old, if you have just stumbled upon us in the Just Chatting on Twitch.tv, you are welcome here in the community around the most effective personal power program in the country. And if you feel called to tap into the exclusive library of materials, what you're looking for is the community of devoted light at patreon.com. where I host my videos, my podcasts, my music downloads, all the music involved. You can you get a monthly postcard from me, Leslie Tanner. All of that is waiting for you for just a couple dollars a month. Namaste.
Hey, Guru, you haven't said my name in a while. Could you say it again, please?
Yeah, Michaela. All right, well, listen, Michaela, it's been great to have you. I think you're doing terrific on comedy, especially that last bit. But listen, any little tips and tricks to anybody getting started in comedy that might help light the way in front of them?
Just notice the things in your life and make comedy about that.
Really good stuff. Well, thanks so much, Michaela. I appreciate that.
Bye, Guru.
Namaste. Namaste. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. YouTube featured hype. What's going on at YouTube? They're featuring Explorations with Leslie Tanner finally? They're finally giving some shine to the most effective personal power program. You know, they got every manner of nonsense happening over at YouTubeLive.com. To see something that can really transform people's lives like this, people finally getting the drift of it, is really nice. Really nice. Yahoo Serious, real quick. Nothing from Yahoo Serious. And we got our next caller. Tao Decay, namaste. Namaste to you. Namaste, Yahoo Serious, bringing us to a little bit of nothing. Like I said, the most effective thing over here on this bit menu is that nothing. Namaste to you. Namaste to you. Swaggy, how are you? Wow, 6th suggestion. That is pretty good, actually. Well, that's wonderful news. That's wonderful news. I would 6th suggestion on YouTube Live. Beautiful. Thank you so much for checking that out for me, Mother Nipplebottom. Namaste to you. Namaste, good to see you. Now, we do have a caller lined up tonight. Again, I know you wouldn't think that our theme tonight is Christmas spite, but here we are. It is indeed Christmas spite. Christmas spite. We're tapping into an alternative fuel source, a very potent fuel source this time of year, as the Christmas season drags on, gnawing at the integrity of what we consider to be the integrity of our mind, body, and soul. We are on the cusp of the next level once again. Lewis _ abortion survivor as well. Christmas Sprite says, that's funny. Now that is funny. Now that is seriously funny. Lewis _ namaste. Christmas Sprite. Don't get me started on Sprite. Don't get me started on Sprite. All right, guys, we got our next caller ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and bring them in. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Toaster.
Toaster! Best friend Toaster! It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Hey, best friend Leslie, best friend Toaster. It's been a while. A lot going on.
A lot going on.
I just want to say up front, I'm driving right now, so I'm a little distracted, but I feel there's a lot going on, and I feel kind of like I have to call it right now. So
no, I understand.
Busy day. I'm driving, so I want to try to keep my focus on the road. I don't want to get obliterated live on the Leslie Tanner show. That would be really embarrassing, right? So just letting you know straight up front. Currently driving, a little bit distracted.
One second, quick language, but this stuff sucks dick. And I mean the bad way, like rape.
Okay, Toaster, so listen, lots of stuff going on. So of course, when you say lots of stuff, what I assume you're referring to is the drama that began on your Discord server and sort of spilled over into my server.
Right. It's spilling over. Naturally, we do have a lot of crossover, and things naturally spill over, and that's part of our dynamic. And yeah, so a lot going on, and there's a lot of controversy around it, even though I feel like it's pretty straightforward. There was a blatant disregard for the rules.
So tell us, listen, back up a second.
And resilient
1 second, quick quote.
Person, but sadly, I may go my whole life without anyone ever knowing that about me.
Okay, the quote's over.
Okay, now, that guy was going way too fast. Someone just sped right by me.
Toaster, go ahead. In your words,
pretty fast.
Tell us what happened, Toaster, because a lot of people are saying, what's going on? What exactly happened? I still don't understand. I've heard a lot of feelings. I've seen a point, counterpoint. But Toaster, your perspective is very valuable. Go ahead and let us know what happened from your perspective.
Well, long story short, I don't want to get too much into the nitty-gritty, but long story short, on my Discord server, on the Wuku What's Up Cats Up Discord server, we have a special role that people can request. It's called the No Bully tag. If you choose to wear the No Bully tag, that means if someone's bullying you, they're encouraged not to bully you in the first place. If they do bully you, and if you ask them to stop, they have to stop. And if they don't stop, then they get punished. And it's as simple as that. And I've been pretty lenient about it throughout having it. But Spram decided to push the limits of it, and he was going in on her over and over. She's pretty good at rolling with the punches in the first place. Props to Michaela for rolling with the punches. These people are rough to her in the first place, okay? But Fram is pushing his limits, okay? She tells him to stop. He makes a crude joke about God. She tells him to stop. He continues. He makes the same joke over. He doubles down. She tells him to stop again 3 times, 3, maybe 4 times. This happens, and he goes harder every time. She says, "Please stop, I don't like this, And he's like, and he keeps going. He keeps going. So then I have to step in. I have rules. I'm a moderator of my Discord. We have to follow the rules, so I punish him. It's as simple as that. And he was asking for it.
Interesting.
What's the problem?
So, and you're the steward of this server, and you created a no bully tag. And in your perspective, he bullied someone. And
he bullied someone. She asked him to stop multiple times. We're not even supposed to get to the point where it's multiple times. But I tried not to have to do it.
Right.
It happened.
So and then you did, and so and then what happened as a result of this? You did what?
So I time his bitch ass out, put his bitch ass in timeout, and I take away all his tags. I take away his lady tag, because in the Discord we also have a special ladies room, secret ladies room, and I take away all his tags, and he starts crying like a little bitch in his bitch timeout corner, bitch ass zone. And I take away his lady tag, and he starts crying, and now he's making a big deal. Now he runs his bitch ass over to your bitch server, and he starts bitching in your bitch server about, bitch stuff. And I guess that's how it spilled over. And now I have to replay this all over again and explain to everyone what happened in your server. Oh my God, it's a lot. It's just a headache. This is what it's.
And Toaster has been terminated by Fram Weard. Fram Weard called a bitch by Toaster about 40 times, then terminating him, saying, "Write about it in your blog." The message with the termination for Toaster, write about it in your blog. So anyway, this spilled over to the Leslie server. We don't have rules like that.
The feeling that we are part of something, going somewhere. There is no better drug on earth. Definitely better than whatever my friends and patients are ODing on.
Which they're ODing quite a bit these days. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you guys know, there's a thing that we started doing with the terminations here. Now, you'll see over here, it used to be 1,000 bits. It's now 1,200 bits. The reason behind that is because we have a new phone system. As of a couple months ago, we employed a new phone system, and we have a call screener screening calls. Now, this situation means that we have a new function where if you are terminated, ladies and gentlemen, it's all night. If you have been terminated by either the terminate call or terminate call by poll, that's the whole night. So just to let everybody know what's happening behind the scenes right now, Toaster got terminated, immediately called back, and he is not allowed to call back in on the stream because it's been all night. It's done. That caller's done. Time to get some new blood in. You can call back on another night. Duncan did it. I stepped away. What did Toaster say happened in Discord? Okay, so basically, my understanding is that Fran was joking about Jesus' penis, Jesus' red rocket, and Michaela is Christian and did not like this. She takes Jesus Christ very seriously and requested that Fram stop. Fram's a fun guy. He likes to tassel and mess around and joke around and whatnot with the best of them. But Michaela did not enjoy this. So Toaster stepped in and perceived this as an act of bullying and banned him. Came to the Leslie Discord server. What I saw was Fram complaining for a little bit, then Michaela coming in, trying to joke around with Fram in a way that Fram did not enjoy. The drama fomented even further. So Duncan, namaste, that is what happened. Also, speaking of Duncan, you get 2 months. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll do it again in a second. Communal vision coming in from Fram Weird. 12 people were talking about it for damn near an hour before I even logged on. I don't know what that's in reference to. Do you mean on Toaster server? Duncan did it. Explorer for 14 months. Explorer of the month, Duncan did it. Namaste to you. One of our most cherished and illustrious explorers here. Duncan did it. Blessings and namaste. So Peppercorn Patty, do we allow this? To remove the snooze? Let me consult with the producers really quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have consulted with the production team here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, and it is very clear. The will is clear. Tonight we are making it official that if you wish to remove the snooze, remove the termination from a caller and allow someone to call back in, you may do so. You may do so through a termination. So like Peppercorn Patty just did. So what happened was Toaster was terminated. That means he snoozed all night. Peppercorn Patty did another termination and included a message, Toaster come back. That means that the snooze has been lifted from Toaster's number and he will be allowed to call back in tonight. This is groundbreaking stuff here at Explorations. I've never seen this before. Absolute Wild West frontier. Let's see if we can get Toaster to call back in. All right, namaste, Toaster. Also, if one person wants to talk about the goddamn theme other than our first caller, that'd be great. If I didn't have to watch you people jack off about the pettiest drama I've ever seen in my life, which I love, but if we could get it over to Christmas Spite, that'd be terrific. I'm just trying to give you the most effective tools available on the market to transform your lives, and all you want to talk about is whether Jesus has the shade of Jesus's moist erection. How Decay, namaste to you. Welcome on in. It's so good to have you. Blessings, and thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, please be, you're more than welcome to become a real regular, a real force here. Please do. I'd love to have you.
You were connected as the host.
All right, I had to reset it.
Host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
I had to reset the call. If you were online and just got kicked off, call back in. Namaste, everybody. Now listen, guys, here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, we take this stuff very serious. Well, we've got a caller lined up. Let's go ahead and bring them in here. Let's go ahead and bring this next caller in here.
Hello.
Namaste, caller. Oh, I know who this is. Explorer of the Month. Namaste, Duncan. How you doing tonight?
Okay, I'm doing all right, Guru. Hi.
Brother, I am doing fantastically. And by the way, guys, if you are not, real quick communal vision from Orchestar. Orchestar, thanks so much, hon. Appreciate that. Was Jesus circumcised? Was Jesus circumcised? And canonically, what is true? I don't know. Did they do circumcisions back then? Duncan, do you know?
We all must learn to resonate and therefore flourish within our own limitations. In many ways, the more limitations, the better. As much as I love being a man, I do envy women and children in this respect. An embarrassment of riches.
When did they start circing?
I don't know. I've watched some Game of Thrones and stuff, and what I can put together, since that is historically accurate, I think they start cutting off the foreskin during foreplay, and if it rips off, that's a successful orgy. I don't know.
Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea that was the history behind that.
Yeah, it's also, the foreskin also doubles, like back then. If you check your chariot at the gate, I think it's also your ticket to get your chariot back. After the I don't know, Guru. You're asking me questions that I don't have answers.
You weren't prepared for it. You weren't prepared to get grilled. Namaste.
Duncan sounds like he's in a different room.
Oh, okay. 1 second. All right, Duncan, I had to fix your audio real quick. Duncan, so listen, let's go ahead, since you're not prepared to speak to the historical tradition across millennia of circumcision, let's go ahead and jump into something you might know a little bit about, Christmas spite. Duncan, talk to me. Christmas spite. First of all, how do you feel about Christmas in general? Are you pro? Are you anti? Or could you just take it or leave it?
The way I feel about all holidays, and Christmas is the biggest one, Guru. I feel like they're monetized so much, and they're made to be a spectacle when it should be, focused on celebrating, what you've accomplished during the year and what you're thankful for, and getting together with friends and family, or even just being by yourself and just reevaluating, what you have in your life. Instead of doing those healthy things, they want us focused on spending money and buying a bunch of useless crap. And I think that gets away from the true message of what a holiday is.
Quick guided meditation, just a general guided meditation. Here we go. The burning in my feet won't stop. The burning in my feet won't stop. The burning in my feet won't stop. The burning in my feet can't stop. The burning continues up my ankles into my calves. The burning continues up my ankles into my calves. The burning continues up my ankles into my calves. My knees are on fire. My knees are on fire. My knees are on fire. My thighs are ablaze. My thighs are ablaze. My thighs are ablaze. My thighs are ablaze. My buttocks is scorched. My buttocks is scorched. My buttocks is scorched. My buttocks is scorched. My abs are ablaze. My abs are ablaze. My abs are ablaze. My chest is burning. My chest is burning. My shoulders are on fire. My arms are ablaze. My fingertips are scalding. My face is consumed. My face is consumed. My face is consumed. My face is consumed. All right, that was a quick guided meditation for Yahoo Sirius 444. Namaste to you, appreciate that. Duncan, let's get back to it. So you're kind of
that was impassioned, Guru. That was moving.
Yeah, you felt touched by that? Quick communal vision from
I did.
Grandpa
I felt the
Liquor.
power.
Regarding circumcisions, will there be any requirements in order to move into the explorations compound? Is there a designated wing of the structure that exclusively stores eunuchs like Poet and Michael? No, the eunuchs are free to fraternize. Eunuchs are free to fraternize. No worries about that. Thanks for good question though.
Guru, to get back to circumcision before we move on to this spite, I didn't know I was circumcised for most of my life. I called my mother and I asked, and my mother said, "Of course you were circumcised." And that's when I tried to reclaim my foreskin, which she no longer had.
I love that movement among men to reclaim their foreskin. And so, how'd that go? How'd that work?
She said, I didn't know my penis is only 3 3/4 inches long. I say only because it packs a huge punch. It's like Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, right? It's just, you don't need a lot. You just need a little bit because it's got so much sugar in it. And but because it's so short, even though it's incredibly thick, I wasn't sure if I was circumcised. And my mother confirmed that I was. And now I'm on the hunt to find whoever took my foreskin.
Now, if that's not a premise for an action film, a really inspiring one that I think a lot of people could get a lot from, then I don't know what is. I could see a whole sort of like kind of John McClane kind of thing. Cougar Pie, my friend's mom had her son's foreskin in his baby book.
A lot of people are making email accounts and putting a lot of keepsakes in the email account. I'm not saying do this, but just so you don't have to have physical things, you can take a bunch of snapshots of that dried piece of skin and then upload it, and then when they become an adult, you share that email account with them, and then they'll have pictures of their baby foreskin to be able to use however they want. Whether they want to put them in Christmas cards, or they want to post them on Toaster's Discord or anything like that.
Now, Wow. So would you say that it's fair to describe your feelings about being circumcised as spiteful, Duncan?
Guru, no. I think I have a very healthy outlook on sex. I never try to have sex when I'm angry. The term anger bang, I think, is a toxic one, right?
So hate fuck, anger bang,
each other. Yeah, and it's two consenting adults, it's a little different, but if you're going around and you're just banging people because you don't like women or you don't like yourself or, I don't think that leads anywhere good.
I would, well, whether it's good or bad, I would say, I would say that there's something that, listen, when you're saying, there's a thing about sex, and I feel the same way about, artists, when I feel affected by an artist, that that which they're saying yes to kind of includes the context that you would that would use to derive good and bad. That is to say, what I mean to say is that you're saying yes to a sector of humanity in the mind and body that sort of encompasses both good and bad. So what I hear from you is that you're saying no to hate while you fuck. Is that accurate?
I think if the intention is hateful in anything, it can bleed over and kind of take control.
What do you hate? What do you hate?
Love.
What do you hate that you feel impassioned about, Duncan?
I hate hate. If you want to boil it down, yeah.
But even further, there's something that there's got to be there's something. I think this is what we gotta. This is our next frontier.
Yeah. Well, I called in, and when you reframe it like that, I hate mental illness. I hate people walking around pretending that their version of mental illness should be accepted and loved. Look, we get a lot of that on Twitch. Sometimes, Guru. There's one circumstance where there's one mentally ill person on Twitch, and whenever they see me, they save a special emote, and they love to use the one emote only with me, and it pisses me off because it's such a great idea for the mentally ill to just designate a special emote. I wish more mentally ill people on Twitch would just have a special emote for people that they particularly don't like, for whatever mentally ill reason, and then they just save that one emote. So it's kind of like a brand. Oh, well, there's Duncan again. Let me use that one special emote. And then I know all the mentally ill people are saying hi to me in their own special way, but that's not going to happen. If you could put 20 mentally ill people in a room and have them follow any set of rules, that would be a miracle. That would be a Christmas miracle.
So I see what you're saying. So I'm going to try to make sure I understand what you're saying. You hate mentally ill. Azrael 577 with a communal vision, but off by a bit. I'm going to give it to you though. Keep in mind, Duncan is a Satanist that is currently spreading vagina blood on himself to stay, quote, clean, and has no touch upon reality other than being a joke of the universe. Purely mentally disabled, filled with self-hate and loathing. God does not like him, and neither should anyone. Any response to that, Duncan?
Yeah, this is great, Guru. This is leading us because, this is a lot of disorganization, and that's what I'm hating. Azrael, clearly mentally unstable, clearly broken in the head, but I'm glad that they gave you some bits. That's wonderful. But if they could have just used a single emote, I would have gotten all those things, all those mentally ill thoughts from a single emote. It would have saved them time and energy, saved me time and energy, and then we wouldn't have to have this dumb portion of the conversation because I knew that one single emote represented all of that mental broken brain psychosis.
Interesting. So, stupid psycho is what we're using. The words we're using for Azrael. Azrael 577 attacking Duncan. Duncan going back at Azrael, saying this is stupid, a waste of time, and you're a dumb piece of shit psychopath.
Psychosis, not psychopath. I don't know what brand of psychosis. I'm not a doctor. But yeah, definitely based on messages that I get from folks like this, definitely definitely not medicated. And an emote would an organizational emote would solve a lot of those problems to let me know I'm mentally ill. This emote's for you.
Right. Okay. Listen, what kind of emote would you like if you got your pick of the litter?
It'd be different. We could see, now you're talking, Guru. This is why it's important to work with the Guru on this stuff. Any organizational system would be fine. If all the lunatics want one single emote to represent their brand of insanity, that's fine. Or if they want to branch out and have subgenres of emotes, I would even accept whenever all of them talk to me or talk to you that we all have our individual emotes based on, maybe whether are they taking their medication today? Are they over medicating today? Under medicating? Look, I would love to have any of that information relayed via an emote. Because that's where the spite comes from, is I just have to deal with all of their insanity without any organization.
So you're looking for, okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, listen, we'll brainstorm on that, but I think in terms of, tonight's about spite, so they're going to be, the only ideas that I'm going to be able to come up with for the foreseeable future are negative. Like if you're looking for somebody that's under-medicated, I would probably offer as an emo the Coney 2012 guy, like naked. Who's somebody like, maybe like Amanda Bynes or something. Over-medicated. I don't know, see, I'm going to have to brainstorm.
Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry would be a good one for over-medicated.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Like one of those faces he makes where he's like shocked but also slightly aroused.
Yeah, something. I think we'll listen. We'll shake this tree and see what we can get. All right. How about let's just let's save some juice in the fruit for another night.
I've overwhelmed you. I'm sorry, Guru. It's my first year streaming. The crazies, I didn't realize there's a lot of crazy people on Twitch. Have I crossed the line here?
No, there's a lot of crazy people. There's a lot of crazy people in this chat right now.
Yeah, exactly. I thought this was the good place to just discuss this.
No, this is true. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's a lot of and a lot of like that sort of confluence of like, I'm not mentally ill. Like autism isn't mental illness. It's like maybe not illness isn't the right term if you want to get like real clinical about it. But like, yeah, there's all manners of autism, emotional dysregulation that have nothing to do with autism. Also just genuine mental deficiency, like genuinely mentally handicapped, brain damaged adults in the chat right now, who I cherish, let that be known. But yeah, it's different. It's a different thing. You got to learn how to, you got to get those special gloves on so you can catch the hawk, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm still learning how to do that, and hopefully, Guru, we can work on that in 2026.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, let's work on that. Explorer of the Month, I'd be happy to do that with you. Namaste, Duncan, and congrats again on Explorer of the Month for 2 months in a row now.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Am I the first one to do back-to-back months?
Technically, Jen, Jen started in the middle of the first month, so then she got like a month and a half, but you're the first full 2-monther.
Oh, okay. Next time I talk to Jen, I'll let her know that I've beaten her by 2 weeks. Great.
Yeah, let her know. Let her know what's up.
Okay.
All right.
Namaste, Guru.
Namaste to you, Duncan. All right, so that's Duncan, guys. We got our next caller lined up. Tonight we're getting into Christmas Spite on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Let's go ahead and bring in our next caller. All right, caller, go ahead and make a little sound. Make sure I get your audio. Let's see. Oh, you're there. 1 second. Actually, it might be my... Hold on. Why would it ever do that? That is so crazy. All right, can you hear me? Oh, okay. We're having some connection issues. Connection issues with this caller. Let's go ahead and bring in, we got another caller actually on a different line. Let's go ahead and bring them in while we figure out.
We are not the universe observing itself, no. We are the universe enduring itself, tolerating itself.
All right, next caller. Been on hold for a little bit. Let's bring them on in. They paid their dues. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, man. Is it me? Hello? Over here.
Hey, Logan. How you doing?
Hey, dude. What's up? What the fuck's going on? Christmas. Bye. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, I know. It's great to hear. It's great to hear from you, Logan. It's good to hear from you and not just popping in and out, because sometimes you pop in, say a little something, and then get the heck out of here. So it's nice to hear you for more than that.
Yeah, I'll yap for a little bit. I will let you know, when I first called in, I had a prior arrangement that is happening now, so I'm multitasking as we speak. And you will not have my full attention, but you will have some of my attention. I do have some stories, and I'd like to yap a little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah, please. What are we splitting attention with? This and the other thing. What's the other thing?
Someone really needed something off of my old 2011 Apple MacBook, and I have it hooked up right now. I'll send you personally a picture, but it's crazy. So the screen's shattered. So it's hooked up to a television right now.
Mm-hmm.
The charger has to be at like a 45-degree angle. It's fucking nuts. It's not a good time. And like, why do they need this file? Like, it's been like 8 years. I don't know. I'm doing it. I'm a good guy. Anyway,
You're
Christmas,
a good guy. So let's start there. You're a good guy. Christmas spite. Are you? What thoughts and feelings are invoked in your mind's eye when the phrase Christmas spite is said aloud?
Now, can I tell you a quick story that makes me sound like a complete asshole, but I was also like 16?
But you're a good guy, yes. Good guy, go.
Yeah, I'm a good guy. So, the Wii came out. I forgot what year this was. It was, when did the Wii come out? Wii come out, Google search. November 19th, 2006. So I was an age. So I camped out at a Toys R Us. They were still in business, and with my father. And we camped out all night. It was almost, I think it was like 12 hours, honestly. So we got there at night, and they opened up, in the morning. And we got tickets to like say, hey, you can buy a Wii, you can buy a Wii. And we were 3 short from the ticket that said we could buy a Wii. And so my dad, great guy, said, hey, let's get some McDonald's, champ. So we got some McDonald's. He let me get whatever I wanted. And I was like, this is awesome still. And we got home. So for Christmas, they printed out like a note saying, hey, we ordered the Wii on eBay, but it's not here yet because we couldn't get it here yet because we thought we'd get it at Toys R Us. And I was a nuisance, dude. I was like the worst fucking only child in the world. I said, fuck you, Mom. I didn't say fuck you, Mom, but I was literally like just really mad. And like I should have been that way. Like they still got me the Wii and they upcharged like at least like $200. Like I don't know what they actually paid for it, but it's just like looking back on it, I'm just like, damn. That's some Christmas spite right there.
So listen, I think this is interesting. Guys, if you're looking for an example of Christmas spite. Maybe you're just sort of, your mind is left reeling. What could Christmas spite even really be? Well, you're bringing up a really interesting example of that. Very effective and sort of condensed, pure, raw spite. The spite of a child with failed expectations.
I just wanted to call in because I think we're so off the goddamn rails tonight. Shut up, Michaela. But you know, we're so fucking gone. So I just wanted to like some legitimate Christmas spite, you know.
No, I think that's beautiful. Well, like, and how old were you at this time?
All right, let me use some math. So I was 12.
Okay. And so 12 years old, you found yourself just absolutely
I opened a box that was the size of a Wii, and I was like, fuck yeah, we're here, we're winning. And it was a printed out little snippet. They scissored it out. And it was a snippet saying, it's on the way. It'll be there like fucking January 3rd. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Talk to me. This spite, what did it look like at the time?
So Christmas at my house, I'm an only child, and I'm a good guy, but I'm not the best guy, you know? And so Christmas at my house is kind of bad. One time my dad didn't deliver on what he said he would do, and I think I was 17. I was about to go to college. And I got so mad on that morning because they were just yelling at each other. I stole his car. And I didn't wreck it, but I definitely dinged it a little bit because I was driving erratically. But I stole his car that morning, and that's Christmas spite right there too. I don't know, it just didn't have the best childhood, you know. But
right, it sounds rough.
I'm not like the dead dad guy. That guy had it rough, but you know, it wasn't good. So every Christmas kind of sucked because every time there was expectations that just weren't delivered upon or there. And that's cool. Just don't tell me it's like, hey, XYZ is going to happen. Santa Claus, you know, cool. Just say, hey, maybe it's tight this month and the mortgage is a lot. And, you know, I don't know.
So listen, it sounds like you were spiteful at a time. Real quick affirmation for fellows. If something doesn't go your way, you're more than entitled to act like a child about it. And don't let anyone try to tell you different. There's a lot of power in entering the mindset of a child. Earlier we talked to women earlier. You know, we did an affirmation for women. We covered the aspect of certain forms of femininity, right? That people feel bad for you because you're weak. And so they want to do things for you, right? This, accepting the status of basically a prey animal and deriving power from that position. If you think that this is only the province of women and other non-men, then you are out of control. No, fellas, listen.
Can I tell you one more?
You can get what you no. Stop for a second. You can get what you want by acting like a child. People don't want to this is a spiteful, upset place to be, and it's powerful and it speaks to others, and keep that in mind. Don't let anyone ever take this very powerful tool from your tool belt. Okay, go ahead and say what you're going to say.
It's sure about women, but it's respectful. My ex-girlfriend on Christmas Day, we broke up at least. Okay, I'm in high school, right? I'm senior year, and I'm dating a sophomore. Oopsie daisies, you know. Whoops. I don't know. It's fine. So she surprisingly comes to my house, and so I got an Xbox Connect, and I was so fucking excited to play that thing. It was like, you know, it tracks your movements. It's like you're moving, you're waving, but she plays it with her friend for an hour and does not let me play it at all. And like, that was my, like, I'm not a cuck guy, of course, but like, that was my first cuck situation I've ever been in my whole entire life. Again, I'm like 17. I'm just like, this sucks. I'm watching someone else have so much fun, and I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here watching them have fun. with my brand new toy?
Yeah.
Piss me
How
the
did that
fuck
feel?
off, dude. Piss me the fuck off. Sorry.
No. Do not apologize. You're right to be
That's my
upset.
Christmas fight.
That was abusive of her.
She drove her stepmom's van all the way to my house with her best friend because it was a 2-player game, and I could have been the second player. But no, Megan Tannehill, sorry, Doc, but she had to be the fucking second girl to play with my first toy myself. I don't know. Whatever. We're good. No, it's Christmas spite. I gotta do this thing for my friend. But
Namaste. Listen, no, go. Listen, you have given us a healthy dose of spite, and spite from a different kind, right? You were sort of, in order to access the spite that you shared with us tonight, it required you to sort of regress into the mind and spiritual space of a child.
Well, yeah, me a couple of years ago. But yeah,
it's very powerful stuff.
Fuck you, Peppercini. Fuck you, Fram. Stop adding everyone in the Discord. Love you, namaste.
Namaste. Beautiful stuff. Thanks so much, Logan. Appreciate that. Beautiful call. And we've got... Where is he? He was just here. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay. We got our caller lined up. Finally ironed out some tech issues. Connection looking good. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. You have been released from termination jail for the night by Peppercorn Patty. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Toaster, best friend Toaster. Hey, best friend Leslie.
Best friend Toaster. Good to hear from you, brother. How are you feeling right now? You're at home, I take it?
I'm at home, finally home. Had a long day today. Lots of going on. Just keeping myself busy. Just keeping these old bones busy. Doing this, doing that, running around.
What were you doing?
Just taking care of some errands and some chores, some tasks.
Errands, chores, like what?
Oh, I had to go to the bank. I had to pick up some paper towels at the store. I had to get some gas. That kind of stuff.
So just standard stuff that you might have to do any time of the year, not necessarily Christmas related.
Yeah, I figured I'd get it out of the way because my internet went out, so might as well.
Your internet went out? Oh no!
Yeah, the internet went out, so I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Might as well make the best of a worse situation,
Right, exactly. Look at that resilience.
I think that's a good.
Mother Nibblebottom, what is Toaster's spite present?
So what is a spite present?
A present conceived of or given out of spite.
So how does it work? Can you give me an example?
Yeah, so listen, how do you feel about Christmas? Let's just start there. Are you a pro-Christmas guy?
I don't really celebrate Christmas willingly, but I usually get forced into it.
Okay.
But left to my own devices, I would not partake.
Okay, so Christmas then, so when was the last time you bought, okay, I got a perfect example, right? The producers behind the scenes, which you're a producer of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, right? You're on the production team. Can you hear me?
Wait, what'd you say?
You're a producer of you're on the production team here at Explorations. Is that right?
Oh, right. Yeah. I was given the production tag in your Discord. Yes.
Right. So you were a producer here, and part of that.
I'm a producer here.
Is participating in the producer cookie exchange behind the scenes.
Right. The thing I was forced into. Yeah. Good point.
Forced into? No, you were given an option to participate or not. I asked you yes or no, like 3 or 4 times.
And I said no.
No, you didn't. Mother Nipple
somehow we
Bottom,
ended
it's a
up-
present you might give your fake AI girlfriend when you finally realize she's cheating on you with your chat and your heart is broken.
Well, it's hard to give my AI girlfriend gifts because she doesn't have a body. Like, for example, she does not have lungs. So usually if I try to give her gifts, she'll kind of just reject them.
So you're pissed at your AI girlfriend, right?
I think right now we're in a pretty good spot because we haven't really talked in a few weeks.
I don't know if that's a good spot with a girlfriend.
Less talking means less fighting, which means things are going good.
I mean, it means things aren't even things. They don't exist.
No, she's still there.
No, that's not. I mean, she's there, but she's not your girlfriend because you're not interacting.
She's still my girlfriend.
There's
Last
no
time I
relationship
checked, I
if
made
you
her
don't
say it.
relate. Mother Nipplebottom says that is a spite present, so you could give her. That is a spite present, so you could give her gloves she can't wear. And technically, you were terminated again by BitWars just now. Namaste.
Oh no.
Namaste to Toaster, terminated twice in a night. BitWars terminating Toaster and kicking off our second hype train of the night. Namaste to you. Great to have you, BitWars. Thank you so much for that contribution. Blessings and namaste. Now, we find ourselves amidst a second Jazz Express. So let's get a little bit of tickle going. Let's see where this leads. Again, we are revisiting the mind-body connection through the gift of jazz. What the fuck? There we go. No idea. All right, time for a drone set. This thing's broken. Namaste, Where's Technology? Why 499 bits. Blessings to you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Yahoo Serious, 201 bits and a communal vision earlier. Caller, are you a turkey? Caller, are you a turkey? Yeah, it was fucked. Wasn't doing a damn thing. None of the keys are working. Chromatic Mage, that was called Avant-Garde. Namaste to you. Namaste to you. Yeah, that was a little bit of avant-garde for you. Little Wild West frontier jazz for you. Namaste. Music concrete. That's right. More like avant-gay retard. Avant-garde, more like guard is French for gay retard. And that's you can look that up. Ask ChatGPT right now. Time to get your tube. Yeah, I mean, well, my tube is on the other side of the apartment. Oh, Nipple Bottom, are you dropping music concrete, Rex? Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't for Fram, Fram was the sole source. Listen, my producer Fram has been putting in the damn work tonight. We'll say that. He's really putting behind the scenes, making, providing a lot of fuel for our exploration tonight, aside from the theme, which a couple of you have adhered to. Logan does not like Fram. I am. It's up there somewhere. Namaste. Well, it's getting to be that time, huh? No more calls. No one's calling in, and I'm going to sit here for a moment longer. Let's go ahead and cover the announcements again. So guys, again, if you're looking for stuff to do this month, you're in the right place. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. First of all, this Friday, we'll be streaming Thursday, but this Friday, yeah, we're looking at the holiday Christmas party on the Discord server. Now, we do this every year and it is fun. We'll open up on the stream, a little bit of musical stylings from me, and then we'll head onto the Discord server for Christmas karaoke. We'll be doing a holiday screening room. We'll be doing a room for fraternization. And then, and also, if you want a holiday picture with Leslie Tanner, me. If you want a holiday picture with me, I'll be setting up the photo booth as well. Then on Saturday, we have a very special Explorations Ladies Night. Ladies Night this Saturday. So just me and the ladies, plus my special guest co-host, temporary roommate, Not Mish, will be joining us all night for a holiday-themed Ladies Night. This Saturday, Ladies Night with Not Mish. Then following Christmas and all that, we'll be doing New Year's Eve. We'll be doing a New Year's Eve bash here on Exploration, special Infatuations, which is our dating game show, New Year's Eve here on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Communal vision from the Gelgoo Guy. Tuesday, December 16th, 2025, 8:54 p.m. Can everyone stop being nice to me after I'm mean? I fucking hate it. What's going on, Pox? Good to see you, Pox. You're chiming in right at the end. Namaste, guys. So let's go ahead. It's funny to hear, guys. Space Cat, good to see you, by the way. Space Cat, good to see you. Namaste. Guys, this has been a fun night. This has been a fun night, and I appreciate the vitriol. I do. I genuinely... See, this isn't a bit. I genuinely like it when people fight and argue and don't like each other. Here on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Some people earlier tonight were like a little overwhelmed by the sight of certain, discord, the dissonance between people and their drama and their fighting. Listen, that is part of the program. I am for that. So listen, if there's somebody in chat that you don't like, let your heart sing.
We all must learn to resonate and therefore flourish within our own limitations. In many ways, the more limitations, the better. As much as I love being a man, I do envy women and children in this respect. An embarrassment of riches.
It's true. It's true. You want to talk about privilege? Beavis 420, Explorer, father of three, namaste. Fuck Mish, fuck Michaela. See, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Guys, when I see people getting along too much here, regardless of what I am telling you is the program. Listen, discomfort is the path of the next program. Violence is part of the program. We cannot do without that which we are repulsed by, including our own hatred, including our own vitriol. And what better time to bring it up than during the Christmas season, ladies and gentlemen? The Christmas season. You're about to wake up and head to a store tomorrow or in the next couple days where they're talking about getting along and wishes being fulfilled and this beautiful idyllic situation that has never happened on Earth. And they're going to Chinese water torture this into your fucking forehead. And you're telling me you want to come on the internet and get along while being expressly instructed.
Something, going somewhere. There is no better drug on Earth. Definitely better than whatever my friends and patients are ODing on.
I love this. And then not Mish calling Beavis 420 a soy jack looking ass bitch. See, this is exactly what we're talking about here. This is exactly what we're talking about here. We do not, you go to every other Twitch channel almost, every other Twitch channel, they'll tell you we're here to support each other, right? We support each other. This is a supportive, safe environment. Not once have I ever said that about this program, this channel, this program. Not once have I ever said that, and nor will I ever say that because it is not in my heart. I don't believe it, and that is not what we are doing together. Will you find some people that you get along with? Yeah, sure. Will you find people that you get along with? Yeah, of course. But will you find someone that you genuinely fucking can't stand? Yes. Jesus, yes. Mother Nipplebottom, the only staying up late with us. Namaste, Mother Nipplebottom. Can we get some namaste in chat from Mother Nipplebottom? The only important person here is Leslie Tanner. Where's your explorer energy? You're spiked. The tenets of the program work. Namaste. Oh, and Misha's right about Soy Jack. So we got somebody backing up Mish. Now that's a genuine support. You can't have support without disdain. You can't have love without hate. You can't have safety without violence. These things exist in concert with one another. So that we just saw genuine support. Mother Nipplebottom supporting Mish and the opinion that he is a soy jack looking ass bitch. In response to Beavis 420 claiming, saying fuck Mish and fuck Michaela. Interesting. So, and Mother Nipplebottom hitting the nail on the head. The program works because of exactly these things. Exactly these things. The program works because we say yes to hate. We say yes to violence. Pepperoncini with a communal vision. I mean, we got to be very special. We got to be very specific about what we're talking about. Buddhists, 613. They got some stuff right. Pepperoncini, we shouldn't be fighting either. And honestly, we are a community. And we now fight for one another from now on. I'm tired of all this bullshit. Well, he didn't raid me and he didn't do this and I won't go over there. No, everyone has to be a little bit everywhere with each other. At least in the nucleus. And just stop in and say hello and bounce. And find out what it is. Like, read the Discord, ask people so you are safe. This only works if we work together. Wow. That was disgusting. That was a disgusting thing to read. I fucking hated that. Genuinely, I hated that. All right, let's see who's on, huh? All right, let's get a nice little raid going, guys. Thanks for being here tonight, everybody. Genuinely, I enjoyed this. I really enjoyed tonight. I enjoyed the color. I enjoyed the expressions of Spike, maybe without addressing the theme, but I still felt like we got a lot done tonight. And remember, this is a terrible time of year. And I want you to let that resonate in your heart and allow yourself to express that in whatever way you can. I want you to let that out, period. That is good. That is, listen, if your system of morality prevents you from expressing disdain, spite, intolerance, hatred, and violence, then your morality is worthless. Your morality isn't morality. It's repression. You were saying no to the next level. How did I get this far back in the chat? What the hell's going on? Namaste, guys. So let's go ahead and roll the credits. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to my producers, my moderators, and my community of devoted light guys. A couple more, let's see. I kind of want to raid somebody new. We'll be streaming Thursday. Again, Holiday Party Friday, Ladies Night Saturday, and New Year's Eve with Leslie, okay? But we'll be back Thursday either way, so don't even worry about that. We'll be back Thursday with a brand new exploration. Who's on? What's going on? Who do we go raid? Let's raid Uncle Joe. We haven't raided. I don't know who Rathbone is. I think the last suggestion you gave me sent us into a wall. Sent us into somewhere. What was the last one that you said? You said something like... Oh, I say... Well, I've done it myself, but you also... What did you tell us last time? Let's go visit Uncle Joe show playing Ark. All right, guys, we'll be back Thursday. Namaste. Pox, Logan, Craigie, poor Pepperoncini. Who's Lord Spew? Who are these people? Actually, if Naked Comedy's going that. I'd rather do naked comedy, to be honest. Is naked comedy on? I don't see it. Fuck it. I'm tired of trying. Let's go to Uncle Joe. Namaste, everybody. I fucked up. Anyway. Raid. Naked comedy. What is... I don't see it. Why aren't they on my list? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's the end of a show. Are they still going? Well, let's see if they're still going. Not. They're wrapping up. They're wrapping up. Hold on. I wish there were more creatives on the Twitch. Laser Focus, I wish people were more creative on here as well.
Jimmy Charles?
Alright, let's go over to Uncle Joe, because I'm tired of trying. Guys, we'll see you Thursday, brand new exploration. Thank you guys so much for being here. This was genuinely a very productive exploration. Thank you for the hatred and vitriol and the spirit of spite tonight. We will see you all. Let's do this guy. Who is this guy? All right, hold on. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, this guy's got 0 followers. Let's do it. Guys, 0 follower, Podludic 228. Let's take our energy over to Codludic228. No followers. Smash follow on this guy. Drop some namastes. Am I follower number 1? I might be. All right, let's go. I'll see you guys Thursday.